Hello, everybody, and welcome to Feel Good Friday. It is the 23rd of February, and today is the day that they are packing and loading all of my part of my house. Just to give you a bit of an update on what's happening in my world, it's a Feel Good Friday because um, things have been moving. God has been working. One of the gifts of this past last week, a week before, is that my husband Rob got a message that he is indeed posted to Shiloh, which is 20 minutes away from Brandon. It means we're going to be able to live in the same house, which we didn't think would happen. We were told earlier than that he would not be posted this year. Annual posting season, APS, the military in Canada, is usually from April to July. So April, you get a message saying you're being posted, and then you'd move in July. Great time to move kids. We were told originally last week that they would not be moving him in APS, that he wasn't going to be moved to Shiloh. And so we faced that fact, and we had 24 hours of being miserable and angry and frustrated, and okay, we can do this. We're not sure how, but it'll be a year and a half at least before Rob could move to Shiloh or be posted to Shiloh and move back into the Bishop's Lodge, which is where I will be living. The next morning, he got the message that he was being posted to Shiloh indeed in this fiscal year, meaning before the end of March 31st, that they found a way to find the pot of money that he could get moved. A couple of people could get moved. And so he will be posted to Shiloh for March 31st. Might be able to move that a little bit to the right so he can come for April. But it means we have to do things like sell our house, and he'll be able to move into the Bishop's Lodge with me, which is making me feel really good, considering today is the day that they are going to come and they are going to remove my office, everything in here. God help them. They're going to move all this stuff, and they are going to pack it in boxes and take approximately 1/3 of our furniture and put it on a truck, and sometime next week or the week after that they will unload it in the Bishop's Lodge in Brandon. So let's feel good. But the feel good, the feel good part for me is in knowing that this is this part. The feel good isn't because I'm happy about it. The feel good is because I know I'm loved, because this is my last Friday in the parish. On tomorrow I will do a wedding in Wainwright, and then Sunday I have a joint service at the church in Wainwright, St. Thomas. We have it there because it's sort of the most central of the three churches, where all three congregations will come together, and we'll have a Eucharist together and a potluck lunch, and I will say my final farewells, and then I will disappear from them, probably driving to Brandon on Monday or Tuesday of next week, and staying in a hotel until my stuff arrives. I start work on Friday. Next Friday I'll be my first day working in the diocesan offices and getting going. And I will work not as a parish priest or the Archdeacon of Rural Ministry for Diocese of Edmonton, but starting March 1st I will be working as the Bishop-elect for the Diocese of Brandon. And then the 18th of March I will become their bishop, the 8th Bishop of Brandon. The feel good for me is knowing that for 3.5 years, I have been here at days in Wainwright, Edgerton, and Vermilion last year and a bit, doing good work, working with wonderful people, preaching the gospel, sharing the good news, being out and visiting people, being in the nursing homes and the retirement homes and the hospital, sharing Eucharist with people, learning about what makes them tick and who they are in God's eyes and who God is in their eyes. For me, this Feel Good Friday is very much about appreciating the last 24.5 years when I have been blessed to be deacon and priest in the church, and to celebrate who God has called me to be. And so today, my call to you for Feel Good Friday this week is to ask you, where in your vocation, where in your life have you felt comfortable, and have you sometimes felt uncomfortable? Because in our vocation, and when I say vocation, I don't just mean the job we go to, but I mean the thing that makes our hearts sing. For some people, your vocation may be to be a teacher or a doctor, a nurse, a lawyer, an astronaut. It could be to be the coach of a little league soccer team. It could be to work in a factory making cars. It could be to be someone who's picks up the garbage or the recycling. If you have found that place where you go every day, or parts of your week or parts of your month, where you go and while you're doing that work, whether it's volunteering or paid work, you're doing that work that makes you feel like, you know what, I'm making an impact. I love what I do. Even when I don't feel like people appreciate me, I still love what I do. When you find that, you found your vocation. In the Christian world, we talk about your vocation being the work that God has called you to. And I have over the years heard so many people, mostly women, but lately even some men saying, I'm a house mom or I'm a house dad. I don't work outside of the house. I make the meals and I do the laundry and I pick the kids up from soccer and I drop them off at ballet, all those things. And that's a vocation. If you are called to be a parent, a stay-at-home parent, God help you, because the work that you do is underpaid and underappreciated. And it's often a whole lot more than 40 hours a week that some people are paid to work. But when you find your vocation, whatever it might be, you are blessed. You can be bivocational. Some people have found two things that they love to do, or they spend their whole life working in the work world in a vocation, in a job or a role they love, and then they retire and they find they have a retirement vocation. That's beautiful. Not everybody gets there, and I understand that. And so for those of you who are listening and thinking, yeah, whatever, you can say that, Rachel, you found your vocation, I haven't found mine. Maybe that's a call to dig a little deeper, to think a little differently, to change your perspective. Because if there is nothing in your life that you love, nothing in your life that is giving you peace or hope, nothing in your life that you wake up in the morning and think, may not be today, it may be in 2 weeks, but I get to do that, even if just for a little while, then you have some work to do. We were not created to be miserable. And I get circumstances happen. Some people can't afford to, if your state of grace, your place that you feel the best is to be on a beach someplace, for a couple of weeks a year, and you've lost your job or you're retired now and can't afford that. I get that. I don't get to do that either. I'd love to do that, but I don't get to do that either. It's not really that. It's more about a state of this and a state of heart, state of mind and state of heart. What are those things that you can do to find your feel-good place? It could be you need to volunteer. Volunteering can be hard work, but quite often I've found that the hard work I put into volunteering for something, even though sometimes it causes me stress and I want to pull my hair out and say, I'm never going to volunteer for this job again, there are moments when I'm doing it and I realize whether it's the product in the end that, I've worked toward an event that someone else gets to participate in and they're having a great time. Or I'm doing something that allows someone else some peace of working, collecting food for the food bank, or walking around with the Salvation Army, or, the Cancer Society, and going door to door and asking people if they'd like to donate. Knowing that what I am doing is contributing to somebody else's good makes me feel good, and it helps them too. We all need to find that place of vocation. Whether, best possible world, you get paid to do what you love to do. Best possible world, you get paid really well to do what you love to do. I get paid for what I love to do. Could I make more money in a different world, in a different setting? Absolutely. There is no question about that. If you are clergy, you know what I'm talking about. This is a labor of love because you love God, not because you love money. It would be great if we got paid more. But you know what? It doesn't matter. We get to go to work doing what we love to do. Serving the one we love with the people we love. How much better could that be? My sister Jennifer is a case in point for that. She has this incredible program that takes high school students in London, Ontario, and for the second term of their year, a particular group, only students who want to participate, and I think it's grade 9 to 12, they're kind of like in a one-room classroom, like way back in the day. But they spend a lot of their time outside, and their classroom is a portable on a conservation site. Because they're doing is they're learning about creation. They're learning about ecology. They're counting, like this past week, I know she put a Facebook page up, that they're all out beginning because the birds are starting to come out. So they're out counting how many they see. They're seeing what kind of birds they can find. The older kids are teaching the younger ones about what they've learned before, and the younger ones are learning to recognize new things. They have done things like water tables. They have done things about pollution. They have worked with Fanshawe College and or Western University to develop programming and to understand things about ecology and geography. They have contributed to the town council, the city council, and the work that they're doing, as well as the county. The work that she is doing with those young people, it leaves her absolutely exhausted. She's got nothing left when she comes home, and then guess what? She's got two kids, two teenagers, one at the beginning of teenagehood and one at the end, who are both doing their thing and need all kinds of help and support and driving around and that. And then she starts her second vocation, being a mom. But she's fantastic at it. And even though she's exhausted by the time June comes around, get her talking about that, go for coffee and have her talk about her group, her students, and she's in another world. She's happy. Her eyes light up. She talks with her hands. She's just like, you can't stop her because she's found her vocation. She's found that place where every day is a Feel Good Friday. And I pray that you too will find your place, that every day is a Feel Good Friday. And I gotta tell you, having found my vocation, I know that not every day feels good. But at the end of the day, I can look back and say, even it was a tough day, I had to make tough decisions, or people said really crappy things to me, or I was hurt, or I'm physically exhausted, I can still look back and say, I have the best job ever. I hope that's where you are. And if it's not, I hope you get to that place where you can say that. Have a great day. Just to warn you, for the next week and a half, the videos are going to be pre-recorded from here because I won't have a there to record from, nor will I have Wi-Fi and the ability to upload videos. So all of next week's videos and part of probably of the week after that into the first full week of March will be pre-recorded from Wainwright. But as soon as I have a nook in the Bishop's Lodge to start recording again, you will get more up-to-date videos happening then. In the meantime, just a reminder that starting Monday, I won't be able to put them up on Facebook and email them out. So I'll do my best when I have the availability of resources to publish them. But if not, hit subscribe, hit like, follow this channel, and click on the notifications, the bell, and just follow me that way. And you can always catch up with me later. Have a great weekend, everybody. God bless you. I will see you Sunday for morning prayer, for my last morning prayer as a parish priest. And there will be a morning prayer put up for March 3rd when I will be Bishop-elect. And that's it. Have a great day. God bless you all. And thanks for watching.